I was thinking of just uploading a funny little 10-minute video of Reverse gameplay with funny commentary and edits, but I just sat down and realized how much of a waste of time it would be because this game is a complete failure, and personally, as a 25th anniversary special gift that Capcom made for us, is a slap in the face for a lot of Resident Evil fans, because I will guarantee you, if I asked 100 Resident Evil fans of what you would want in terms of a special game for the 25th anniversary, I would say all of them, and I mean all of them, would not have said, I want RE-verse. It's that simple. This game is so interesting because I may have just slandered it quite a bit, but it's actually not that bad of a game at all. The final scheduled update released just a few days ago, and I have decided to officially review this game now that they're all done. RE-verse is essentially a free-for-all third-person shooter game, but with Resident Evil characters that we truly love, with maps and weapons that are in the games and the series. Once you die as a human, for example Leon Kennedy or Jill Valentine, you turn into a monster/creature that will feature Jack Baker, a hunter variant from Resident Evil 3 Remake, a mold creature from Resident Evil 7, a new Lycan from Resident Evil Village, and the Tyrants from Resident Evil 2 Remake and Nemesis from RE3. The way you can be those creatures outside of the molded and Lycan is if you get virus capsules. If you get one, you have the chance to be either the Hunter or Jack Baker. If you get two, you get a chance to be one of those two tyrants I mentioned earlier. The heroes and humans contain these people: Leon Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Claire Redfield, Ada Wong, Hunk, Umber Eyes, Night Owl, and Tundra from Chris's Houndwolf squad. Now you're probably wondering, where the hell are these other iconic characters like Rebecca Chambers, Carlos Oliveira, Sheva Alomar, Barry Burton, Sherry Birkin, Billy Cohen, and others? Well, they're not in the game. They're also not skins over the other characters, and for the enemies, where are the Lickers, Hunters, Wesker? Nowhere to be found. Now these characters have their strengths and weaknesses, and I'm not going to explain too much as you'll see what they're like on the screen right now, and it really shows in the gameplay. The gameplay is actually quite fun, as you can roll to either get something fast like an ammo crate or a virus capsule, or escape a chaotic battle, or maneuver to catch your opponent off guard. Each character has unique abilities, like Leon wielding dual pistols, Chris with a boulder punch, Jill with mines, Ada with an explosive arrow, Claire with a shock grenade, and much more. It's quite fun to play the game, and I will say I got addicted to it for a few days. The wallpapers were really cool, and we saw some really cool crossovers that I thought were awesome with nice backgrounds. However, that's probably the only thing I can come up with when it comes to the positives. So, sadly, let's get into the other side of things. From the gameplay aspect, the stun lock was one of the most aggravating things of the entire game, because when you were in that lock, you knew you were done for. It didn't happen to me quite often, but I saw a ton of people complaining about it, and I saw why once it happened to me. But it wasn't that effective towards this review. So let's get into another thing, and it's the Battle Pass. I still don't know why this was made, because I knew this game was going to die, and putting paywalls behind a lot of cosmetics like weapon skins and outfits was going to suck. I bought the ones that you could buy with the in-game currency, but didn't waste any time with the ones that I had to legitimately buy. I loved those skins though, but the Battle Pass was just a bit weird. I get you have to grind a lot to get some certain rewards, but why not just give us a way to get it for free, like giving those skins you need to buy, but with a larger amount of in-game currency, compared to the other skins that were cheap. I don't know, that's just my take on it. Now let's get into the things as to why this game sadly died out so fast, and faster than RE Resistance. Number one is the lack of variety in maps. This game launched with only two maps, the RPD and the Baker House. And once you play about 5 to 6 matches fully, you start to say, man, I wish there were more maps to play with. And I believe the second update they added was the RE8 Village map, which honestly is a solid map because I actually like it a lot. But unfortunately, it didn't really do much. It was the same cycle of complaining days after the release of that update. The more we played the village, the more we wanted more maps. So it sadly didn't have no effect on me for that long. There's no Spencer Mansion, there's no RE4 Village, there's no RE3 areas, there's no RE5 Village, no RE8 Castle, and cool Mercenaries maps from other games. Just those three, which personally got really boring really fast. Also, something I forgot to pick on about was the terrible soundtrack to the game. It only has two themes, the in-game menu and the gameplay theme. They both suck. I would love if Capcom added save themes for the menu and the action themes for the gameplay. Where is that? It's so confusing, and Resident Evil is well known for its amazing themes and soundtracks. But now moving back to the maps, and to cap it off, it needs so much more. Now it's time to get into the main thing that made this game die. It was the game modes. Do you know why? Because there's only one. Imagine delaying this game for more than a year and you didn't even dedicate to creating a different game mode at all. No team deathmatch, no capture the flag or sample, no search and destroy, and no teammate modes like a survival type of thing fighting off waves of zombies. There's nothing with that, and it would help the game so much. Having fun working with your friends and getting cool achievements would be a blast with this game, because the gameplay is just fine already. I remember watching a review of this game a while back, and the person said this game was going to live and die by its game modes, and it was absolute truth. Because I know this doesn't tell the full story, but looking at the Steam charts an hour or two after the update, it was at 70 players active with a 24-hour peak of under 100. I know it's just Steam and it doesn't count consoles, but it definitely tells quite a bit of the story. If you think there's hundreds of players on Xbox and thousands on PlayStation, you're dead wrong. I've encountered the same people from previous matches so many times it's honestly depressing. That's not a server issue, it's a lack of players issue. This game is the perfect definition of wasted potential. Capcom had something going with this game and they dropped the ball on us. We can't blame ourselves for this because what did Capcom give us? Bare bones. That's really it. Imagine saying this was the 25th anniversary gift we got for being loyal fans to this franchise. It's like Capcom pissed in our coffee. I would happily have taken a Resident Evil Classic Trilogy collection on newer consoles to show us you didn't forget where you started. And it wouldn't have started without those games. What about a Resident Evil Outbreak remaster or remake? That could have been a successful RE multiplayer game with great servers. Like, come on man. This is so bare boned. It's safe to say RE multiplayer games outside of Outbreak have been absolute failures. But I've heard some good things about Operation Raccoon City, so I'll give it a pass, but I'll try it out myself one day. Umbrella Corps is known as the worst RE game of all time. Resistance wasn't good either, but at least it lasted longer than this fucking thing. I hope Capcom or whoever is developing this game to see this review and know the only way this game will have its head above water is if you add more modes and maps. I'm dead serious. It's so sad to see this game go down this route because I wanted it to succeed so badly. I was excited for this game and got on it immediately once I heard about the early access thing. And to know that Capcom only added a few things like one map, a battle pass, and characters we don't give a damn about is quite annoying but sad at the same time. An RE Classic Trilogy would have been the chef's kiss of gifts to RE fans, and I don't think anyone would disagree with me. Reverse has fun gameplay, but is so weak in content, which made the game die out badly and really fast. That's the end of my review. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, as I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the release of RE4 Remake. Let me know what you guys think of REverse in its current state. I don't have a problem if you guys disliked it or liked it at all, so feel free to voice your opinions down below in the comments. I hope everyone has themselves a good day, good night, and a good sleep, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, and much love.